What's up, everybody? Last night was pure chaos in the best possible way. Chris Brown and Usher just delivered one of the most electric R&B concerts we'd seen in years. But here's the thing, it wasn't just about the music. There were surprise appearances nobody saw coming and production choices so wild, people were left wondering if they were even watching a regular concert anymore. Just when it seemed like Chris Brown had fully taken over the night, Usher stepped in and reminded everyone exactly why he's still considered one of the greatest performers alive. And trust me, that's not even the wildest part. By the time the show wrapped, the entire stadium was on its feet, people were losing their voices, and social media absolutely erupted. So, grab something to drink because we've got a lot to break down. First off, if you weren't inside US Bank Stadium in Minneapolis last night, you genuinely missed a piece of music history. People had been talking about this Raymond and Brown tour for months, but even with all the buildup, nobody quite knew how these two were actually going to share a stage. Let's be real, both of these men are massive superstars, both used to headlining, both used to being the main event. So naturally, the internet had questions going in. Who opens, who closes, who gets the bigger spotlight moments? Would one accidentally overshadow the other? Would egos clash somewhere along the way? There were theories everywhere before the tour even kicked off. But the second the lights went down, all of that speculation disappeared. Instead of competing for the spotlight, they completely reimagined the whole structure. The show was broken into 9 distinct cinematic acts, with Chris Brown and Usher trading the spotlight back and forth like two legends who simply refused to let the momentum drop. There wasn't a single lull in energy. Every time you thought a moment couldn't be topped, the next one somehow raised the bar even higher. And on top of that, the two of them powered through nearly 60 songs across almost 3 straight hours. No filler, no dead air, just hit after hit after hit. But before we even get into the actual performances, we have to talk about the production, because whoever designed this stage deserves serious recognition. A massive T-shaped runway extended deep into the crowd, letting both artists connect with fans from nearly every angle of the stadium. The LED screens weren't just showing simple close-ups either. They became full-on moving visual art, shifting the entire mood with every song. One moment, the whole stadium was bathed in soft blue light during a slow, emotional number. The next, it exploded into reds, lasers, smoke, and pyrotechnics for the up-tempo tracks. It genuinely felt like watching a movie unfold live. Then came the opening, and that's where everything changed. Without any warning, the stadium went completely black. For a brief moment, all you could hear was the sound of thousands of people screaming in anticipation. Then, suddenly, pyrotechnics lit up the stage, and Chris Brown appeared seemingly out of nowhere, launching straight into party. Before the crowd could even process it, Usher rose up from beneath the stage in that signature full-length fur coat, and the entire building lost it. The chemistry between them was instant. Their harmonies felt effortless, the choreography was razor-sharp, and neither one seemed to be trying to outshine the other. Instead, it looked like two legends genuinely enjoying sharing the moment together. Take a look.
Chris Brown then took things to a completely different level. I've said it before and I'll say it again. I genuinely don't understand how this man still moves like this after nearly 2 decades in the industry. His stamina makes no sense. He was flipping, sliding, pulling off choreography that would tire out dancers half his age, all while singing live the entire time. Then came Run It, Yo, Excuse Me Miss, Go Crazy, Deuces, No Guidance, and Under the Influence. Every transition somehow topped the one before it, and every section got the crowd screaming louder than the last. Just when it seemed like Chris had fully taken over the night, Usher stepped up and reminded everyone exactly why he's considered R&B royalty. Usher didn't need backflips or gravity-defying stunts. His strength has always been control, confidence, and pure presence. The second Caught Up hit, the entire stadium turned into one massive party. Then came You Don't Have to Call and Love in This Club, and suddenly 65,000 people were singing every word in perfect unison, like they'd rehearsed it themselves. But what happened next genuinely caught fans off guard. When Usher slowed things down for Burn and Confessions, the whole stadium turned into a sea of phone lights, a genuinely emotional moment. Then, almost instantly, he flipped the switch and launched into OMG and Yeah, sending the crowd into a frenzy all over again. Still, that wasn't even the biggest surprise of the night. Halfway through the show, the lights shifted toward a second stage, and nobody knew what to expect. Then Eric Bellinger walked out. The crowd recognized him immediately, and real R&B fans absolutely lost it. His vocals were phenomenal, and the energy never let up for a second. Take a look. And before anyone had time to catch their breath, Mario stepped onto the stage. The reaction was pure chaos. Hearing those classic records performed live was a reminder of just how much this era of R&B still means to people. There was no competition, no drama, no ego, just artists genuinely celebrating one another. Honestly, I wish we saw more moments like that across the industry as a whole. Finally, Chris Brown and Usher came back together one last time. Confetti filled the stadium, golden sparks rained down from above, and lasers lit up every corner of the arena. Together, they closed out the night with It Depends and New Flame, before taking one final synchronized bow. In that moment, it genuinely felt like everyone in that stadium knew they just witnessed something special. Personally, walking away from every clip I watched, I couldn't shake the feeling that the real winner of the night wasn't Chris Brown, and it wasn't Usher either. It was R&B itself. Watching two legends share the spotlight without trying to one-up each other felt genuinely refreshing. Chris brought pure dominance through his dancing and physicality, while Usher reminded everyone why timeless charisma and vocal control never go out of style. That combination is exactly what made this concert unforgettable for me. So now I want to hear from you all. Who owned the night? Did Chris Brown steal the show with his performance? Or did Usher prove once again why he's still the king of live R&B? And if this tour is heading to your city, are you already planning to grab tickets? Drop your thoughts in the comments. And if you enjoyed this breakdown, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications. We've got plenty more entertainment coverage coming your way. Catch y'all in the next one. Peace.